In the world of automotive excellence, few names resonate with the same level of passion, precision and performance as Porsche. Each Porsche is a symphony of innovation, a testament to German engineering prowess and a celebration of the driving experience. This is the Porsche experience. Welcome to a world where power meets passion and where every drive is an unforgettable adventure. Porsche is a German automobile manufacturer specialized in high-performance luxury sports car, CUVs and sedans. Their headquarters are in Stuttgart and the company is completely owned by the Volkswagen Group. Current Porsche's lineup includes 718, 911, Panamera, Cayenne, Macan and Taycan. Our story starts back in 1931, when Ferdinand Porsche founded the company together with Adolf Rosenberger and Anton Piëch. During first stages of its history, Porsche offered motor vehicle development work and consulting, but didn't build any car under its name. It was a sort of tuning brand, like for example Mansory nowadays. The first big assignment that Porsche received was instructed by the German government. The government required a car for the people, a Volkswagen. So the Volkswagen Beetle was born, with its incredible and immortal style. The Porsche 64 was designed and developed in 1939, using many components from the famous Beetle. After their first success, the Second World War burst out, so as the majority of German factories, Volkswagen dedicated the full production power to military purposes. Volkswagen started producing a military version of the Beetle called Kübelwagen, while Porsche produced several designs for heavy tanks, losing out to the Henschel and Son in both contracts that ultimately led to the famous Tiger 1 and Tiger 2. But the work Porsche did for the Tiger 2 chassis turned out to be useful for the Elephant tank destroyer. At the end of World War II, Volkswagen ended up being a British factory and the chairman Ferdinand lost his position in the company in favor of Ivan Hurst, a British army major. On 15 December 1945, Ferdinand was actually sentenced to prison for war crimes. During his imprisonment, his son Ferry Porsche decided to build its own car because he couldn't find an existing one he wanted to buy. Until his father released from jail, Ferry had to steer the company through some of the hardest periods for the company. Sorry for the interruption, I just wanted to remind you to subscribe to the channel. It's free but it's very helpful for my content. Thank you and I hope you will enjoy the rest of the video. Coming back to our story, the first models of what later became the 356 were built in a small sawmill in Austria. The 356 prototype was shown to German auto dealers and when pre-orders reached a set 3 years old, production was begun by Porsche, founded by Ferry and Louis. The 356 model is remembered as the first Porsche model simply because it was the first model officially sold by the company. In post-war, parts were generally in short supply, so the 356 used a lot of components from the famous Beetle. The 356 also had many evolutionary stages and in 1954 saw a new engine, specifically designed for the model. Since first days, Porsche design featured air-cooled rear engine configuration, rare for other car manufacturers. After a fair amount of success in motor racing with various models like the 550 and also a programmed redesign for the 356, the company launched a new model, the 911. The 911 model was another air-cooled rear-engined sport car with a 6-cylinder boxer engine. The design office gave the project a number, 901, since every project was numbered and not named, but the number 901 was already in use by Peugeot, so it was adjusted to the 911. I think it's pretty known that the 911 model has become the most important model of the brand nowadays, marking the history of the brand and being a historical symbol in the world of cars, in both racing and civil contexts. During 60s, a cost-reduced 356 version with a 4-cylinder engine was released under the name of 912. In 1972, after hearing Honda's manager new policy about family members inside the company, Ferry Porsche decided to fire all his family members following Soichiro Honda's vision. This led Ferdinand Porsche to create his own design company known as Porsche Design, while Ferdinand Piëch, who was responsible for mechanical development at Porsche, developed a new 5-cylinder engine for Mercedes-Benz, before moving to Audi. After joining Audi, which was just a little division inside Volkswagen, he started to pursue his career through the entire company, ultimately becoming the chairman of Volkswagen Group. The first Porsche CEO was Ernst Fuhrmann, who had been working in the company's engine development division. He was responsible for the so-called Fuhrmann engine, used in the 356 Carrera models as well as the 550 Spider. He planned to seize 911 and replace it with a V8 front-engined Grand Sports wagon called 928. Luckily we know that the 911 outperformed the 928 by far. During 90s, Porsche made a deal with Toyota to learn and benefit from Japanese lean manufacturing methods, and in 2004 it was reported that Toyota was assisting Porsche with hybrid technology. During 1993, Wendelin Wedekind became CEO and turned the brand into a very efficient and profitable company. Porsche's 2002 introduction of the Cayenne marked the unveiling of a new production facility in Leipzig, which once accounted for nearly half of Porsche annual output. In 2004, it was produced the most expensive production Porsche ever built, the infamous Carrera GT. In February 2022, the company was officially quoted at the Frankfurt Stock Exchange via an IPO. 113,000 shares were sold at the limit of the price range of 82.5 euros. The value of the company was estimated at 75 billion euros. Porsche has a record 19 outright wins at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Porsche is currently the world's largest race car manufacturer, and in 2006 in fact built 195 race cars for various international motorsports championships and events. In 2007 Porsche broke the record and produced more than 275 dedicated race cars. Also, the brand in 2022 was planning to join Formula 1 as engine manufacturer, but then in 2023 decided to withdraw its proposal due to different company goals and investments. Porsche is an amazing company with an amazing story and a pretty good stability in the long run. Being a division of Volkswagen is a strength point because we all know the powers Volkswagen has in the world of automotive. This is not a financial advice, but I think this company can be a good occasion for the future. Thanks to the 2022 bear market, the stock price dropped a bit, and I think it will rise again in the future due to the development the company is having at the moment. Also, Porsche is developing hybrid and full electric engines, which are very valid, beyond the fact that they are investing in electric supercar companies such as Rimac to improve their electric engines. So I think this is a good company to buy and hold for the long run, because it's part of one of the biggest car brands and also has a bright future in front. As we conclude this captivating journey through the world of Porsche, I hope you have felt the pulse of precision and engineering. Porsche isn't just about cars, it's a testament to human ingenuity and a celebration of limitless possibilities. So whether you are behind the wheel or simply inspired by the spirit of Porsche, may it fuel your own aspirations for greatness. And you, do you like Porsche? Would you invest in it? Thank you for joining me on this amazing ride. Stay tuned, see ya in the next one.